This is George Dionne with Metal Express Radio, and I'm here with Marcus von Boisman of the band Knights of the Realm. If I knew absolutely nothing about Knights of the Realm, how would you describe the band's music to me?
Well, Knights of the Realm, it's a heavy metal band. It's in the more of the new wave of traditional heavy metal, I think you would call it today. If you heard Judas Priest, if you heard Accept, you know what I'm talking about. It's
Absolutely.
in that ballpark in a way.
Absolutely, and that's what it sounds like on your new self-titled album. Came out on November 12th on Playground Music. Did you want to talk a little bit about the singles that you've released so far? We could talk about the song Heavy Metal if you want to. I mean, it's pretty straightforward what it's about, but if you want to give a little more insight.
Yeah, I mean, the song Heavy Metal is like, you know, in a way, everything that's heavy metal, you know, condensed into one song in a way, you know, if you want all the cliches and everything that when you think about heavy metal, it's all in there. So and that song is actually the first song we wrote in this band. Magnus and Lars was actually writing a new Tiamat album, you know, having nothing to do in the lockdown and everything. So they tried to make that album, but they really got stuck because they have had some difficulties with that. And one evening they probably had a couple of beers, you know, and I got a text message from them. It was like, you got to write the song Heavy Metal in the Night. And these words gonna be in it. And then a long list of, you know, the cool heavy metal words. It was like, and it was like a joke actually that we used to like joke around backstage. You know, we have a cover band together. We always like Heavy Metal in the Night, you know, all the time. So now you have to write that song. And half an hour later, I sent them the lyrics to it, and they were like, "Oh, you really did it, man! This is awesome!" And like 2 hours later, they were like, "Now we recorded the song. You're gonna have to come and sing it tomorrow." So it's like, okay. So we started doing that song, and it was so much fun, and it really turned out good, we thought. So I just started to write more lyrics in that kind of way, in that genre, if you want. And well, it really just started to flow from there. We had that inside. We had to get it out.
It's funny that you mentioned that in the night thing, because I think I read an interview one time with another Swedish band. It might have been Dream Evil, or it might have been some other one, but they said, you know, you had to add in the night because it made it that more dangerous for like the kids to listen to. Oh, it's not just heavy metal; it's heavy metal in the night.
Yeah. Because it's in a way such a cheesy thing to add to something to make it like cooler. In a way, it's like in the night, but you know, every heavy metal band in a way does it or did it anyway. It's like, yeah, in the night, it was like Friday night, and I need a fight, you know, and you know, well, some of the biggest songs have it in them, and in a way, it's and we wanted to like play around with that and like embrace that kind of way of thinking. Is like, this is gonna be super cool all the way. It's gonna be all the cool stuff, you know, and you know, a little bit tongue in cheek and, you know, everything. But
sure, let's talk a little bit about Fields of Fire.
Fields of Fire was actually one of the later songs we wrote for the album. Was I think it was Susanne at our record label. She was like, I really love the songs you have, but I think we need one song that doesn't have metal in the title or something like that.
Yep.
Can you do something that's a little bit different, has another feel to it. And then I think Magnus wrote most of Fields of Fire one night, and I got a good feeling about it, and it's one of my favorite songs actually. I like to sing it. It's the bluesy verse and the epic choruses and everything. So it's a little bit another tone in that song, but
right.
Yeah.
Let's talk a little bit about When Metal Meets the Beast.
Yeah, that was one of those songs that was like that. Most of the songs started like that. It's like Magnus said, "I got a cool title, When Metal Meets the Beast. You need to write something about that." And I was like, "What does it even mean?" But I wrote the lyrics, and it's one of our biggest, if you could call it, one of our biggest songs yet. It's got like over 120,000 plays on Spotify, I think, at this moment. So that it really turned out great. It turned out to be our biggest single so far. So
well, it seems like Magnus Henriksen is really into this whole metal. We got to do metal. But he comes from the band Eclipse, which is sort of softer metal, I would say.
Yeah, I think that's probably why. He really loved. I mean, we have this cover band that he started maybe a long time ago. I think that's called Magnus Seal or something like that. That I started to sing with a while back. That's only focused on metal from like 81 to 84. That's like the prime years. The when metal still was like trying to find what heavy metal was gonna be. So it was an exciting time, and he really loved. I do it as well. Love that era of like the new wave of British heavy metal era of metal, and so I think he really loves that stuff. And when we got this opportunity to like let's do this all the way, I think he just went nuts about it in a way. So
this band was kind of born from this cover band then.
Yeah, it was like one of the reasons they texted me that evening was because we played like a lot of shows recently. So I was like probably top of mind for them. Because they of course Magnus has his Eclipse and Lars has Tiamat, his band, and they were, as I told you, working on the new Tiamat stuff. So but when they wanted to do like this other kind of thing that was more suitable for me, they thought so, and I was just so happy to make something original with those guys because Magnus is like the best guitar player ever, I think. So, and Lars is like, super drummer. So I'm really blessed to be part of this band, I think.
Excellent. You guys are getting great reviews for the new album. That's got to be a feather in your cap for a band that's just starting out.
Yeah, I mean, we're really amazed about it. It's like, I mean, we didn't know how people were gonna like how they're gonna take this thing because we just had so much fun doing it, and we really thought, well, it turned out great. It's like the songs you loved when you were like 13 or something like that, when you started to listen to metal yourself. It's like those songs we tried to do. But we didn't know if people were gonna like. I mean, we were a little bit scared. Some people was just gonna laugh it off, like just a joke or something like that. But this is more like, a true love for it in a way that we trying to make or trying to show. And most of the reviews has been just like that. That they really understood that. We got it, it's a little bit of fun, but it's in a way when you have like 3 beers inside of you and chains of metal, you know, you just gonna have to sing that, you know, and you're gonna love it in a way. So I think if you take it that way, you're gonna enjoy the album, I think. So.
Absolutely. How did you guys get your record deal with Playground Music?
We actually had first. We had like maybe 6 songs that were done, and first we went to Sound Pollution, actually another label, and they wanted to do something. So we got a deal got like a proposal from them, and then Lars's wife has like no Susanne at Playground, and she listened to this, you know, late one night, some after party or something like that, and she was like, "What are you gonna do with this?" It's like, "Yeah, we're gonna release it Sound Pollution." No, you can't release it Sound Pollution. We can do much better. We want to do it, and she really loved it, and she wanted to do it. So all of a sudden it was like, okay, let's go with Playground instead, because they were so excited about it and they really understood what we were trying to do and everything. So, and actually on the way there was like Century Media, the German label. They were like, yeah, we think it's quite interesting. You know, Tiamat is on there, so they were like, yeah, we're gonna listen to it. And then, like, you know, 3 days after we signed the deal with Playground, they were like, yeah, let's do something. It was like, oh, sorry, you're too late, guys. Let's talk in the future, maybe, but we see where that is going. But we really love the support we got from Playground. It's been like, yeah, really awesome.
So is Knights of the Realm taken from the Warhammer video game series?
Actually not. It's you know, everything went very, very fast there for a while. It was like we had an album ready. Everything is like, we don't even have a name for this band. It's like, what are we going to be called? And in our cover band, we play a lot of Saxon songs. So there's a line in Crusader. There's like, Warlords of England, Knights of the Realm, and it's like a powerful line that, you know, Magnus and I always like look at each other when we sing this, like this is, and he was like, yeah, we gotta be called Knights of the Realm. That's when, like, yeah, okay, let's do it. And then it was done. So it's from Crusader, the Saxon song.
Are you guys going to be able to tour as Knights of the Realm, where you have the cover band, one of you guys are in Tiamat, the other guys are in Eclipse, touring's just opening up for everybody, everybody's trying to get their foot in there?
Yeah, I mean, we really want to play some live shows with this band, of course, and we really don't know yet how we're gonna do things. I mean, we're just 3 persons, so we probably need some more guys when we're gonna play. We actually played one live show when we on our release party. So we had Peter from Sorcerer and Matt from Avatarium on bass. So it was really, really fun to play these songs live. And I mean, the audience was like singing along to all the tracks, you know, on the first show we did. So it was like, this is gonna be fun to do live. But for now, we really don't know how much we're gonna be able to do it. As you said, I mean, they have their other bands, and I mean, it's quite. I mean, a lot of bands are gonna want to play right now if you get the chance. But we make sure we get some shows going. Of course, we have to, because this is so much fun, and this is actually really a live thing. It's gonna be best live, I think. So that's the aim. We aim for making some shows probably next year then. So. Okay.
Are you still with your band Stormin'?
Yeah. Me and Lars as well is in Stormin', and we released our first album like, I don't know, is it like a year ago, maybe 2 years ago? I don't know.
2020.
I mean, it was like, it was like, it's right. I remember we had a release party, like on the 13th of, what could it be, October or something like that. And I mean, the next weekend it was like shut down everything. I mean, so we haven't done any more shows or anything with that band. So it was kind of a bad timing thing for especially for live stuff with that band. But we're gonna work on a new album there as well. Yes, somehow, and so that's gonna happen. I hope.
So with Stormen, you sing mostly in Swedish.
Yeah.
Is there a pressure to sing in English to get more ears on you?
I wouldn't say it's a pressure, but I mean, you can. I mean, just look at the difference with this release. Is like, I mean, this album is released in I mean, the UK, in Germany, Austria, and Japan, and Finland, and I mean, it's released everywhere all at once, and we couldn't do that, of course, with the Stormen stuff. So I mean, it's a very much more limited market when you just do it in Swedish. But I mean, you gain some. It's another feeling to sing in Swedish because it's your native tongue and you can express yourself in another way, and tend to be a little bit more serious stuff maybe for me as a lyric writer in Swedish. So in a way I really like this like contrast to do something like this. It's like metal, yeah, fire. You just do all the cool stuff and everything, and just in a way just be a singer in a band more than a singer and a lyric writer more than in Stormen. I was more like the musical hub for that band, more like writing all the songs and everything, and some songs of course together with the other guys as well. But this is another feeling to be in this band that I like. But I don't think it's not a pressure to do it. It's just like it felt natural when we did this release with I mean the legacy of like Tiamat and Eclipse and everything. We had like it was like open to do it for a larger audience in a way.
Right. So how did you get your nickname, Mr. Mean Machine?
Well, I think it was like. As many things, I think with this band, something that was like discussed over a lot of beers, So it's like I think it was Lars first. It was like, I'm gonna be called Larry the Hammer. That's gonna be my name. It's like, oh, that's cool. I need to have something cool as well, So it's like, we just riff and just try to find something cool. But it was like, I think it was Magnus that said that. I mean, when you got 10 beers in you, you're like a mean machine, man. It's like something like that. So it's like, yeah, oh, that could be your name in this band. So and actually, I think maybe we did. We've written a song that's probably going to be on the next album that's called Mean Machine, that I think we wrote before I got the name. So it was like something that was around. And yeah.
Shouldn't it be Mean Machine in the Night?
Yeah, maybe I have to add that on the next album then.
Well, Marcus, that's all I got for you today. The new album is Knights of the Realm. It's self-titled. People can buy it. People can stream it. People can download it. It's a fantastic album. Really took me by surprise. I was very impressed with it.
Oh, cool. Thank you.
I'm glad you're getting news across the world.
Yeah, that's good.
And I appreciate you taking the time to speak with Metal Express Radio today.
Yeah. We have to get the word out there, so I'm happy to do it.